So the first step in shoeing a horse is to get the old shoe off. So here the farrier has put the hoof on the stand. He's using a rasp to rasp the clinches off of the nail. Then he's going to pick the foot up and he's going to begin to clean out the bottom of the hoof, pick all the debris, the dirt, the manure out of the bottom of the hoof. Then he's going to use a set of shoe pullers to pull the shoe off. Occasionally a nail comes loose and he can reach down and pull the individual nails out. And he'll continue to work his way around until the shoe gets loose enough that he can pop it off like he just did there. So the next step is to begin to trim up and clean up the bottom of the hoof. Here he's cleaning off some loose ends of the frog, and now he's cutting away exfoliating sole. This is the old sole-like exfoliating skin, and he's going to trim that down to where it turns into a smooth, waxy type surface. All that loose, chalky material gets cut away. The next step is to take a pair of nippers, if there's a lot of hoof growth, and to nip the excess hoof wall away. And he'll work his way all the way around the hoof. So then he's going to use a rasp. The rasp is used to create a very flat surface for the shoe to lay on. You need to have a really nice flat surface and a flat shoe to attach to the hoof. So he's going to continue to rasp the hoof wall down to where he feels it's the correct depth. A little bit more of cleanup. Puts the foot back down, give the horse a little break. So now the farrier has picked two shoes that he's going to mark left and right because he's going to shape them to match the shoes that came off the horse. So the next step in the shoeing process is to get the shoe shaped to fit the foot. And the farrier is going to use this old shoe he pulled off to just get him in a general idea, save him a little bit of time. Here he's turning the heels of the shoe. And then you need to re-flatten it. Every time you adjust the shape, you need to flatten it because it bends the shoe out of shape. So he's just running around the shoe with the hammer. The shoe's flat now. Shaping the other hoof, the other shoe for the other hoof. Turning the heels in a little bit. One heel, then the other heel, flattening the shoe. So here we're adjusting the shoe again, just checking to make sure that the shoe fits the hoof, not the other way around. The hoof should never be made to fit the shoe. So now we're ready to nail the shoe onto the hoof. So we're going to position the shoe correctly, check the nail to make sure the nail's turned correctly, and then driving the nail. The nail exits the hoof, and then it's being just bent over to keep it safe so you don't have that sharp nail sticking out. And drive the second nail on the other side of the hoof, bend it over. Put the hoof back down on the ground, take a look at the shoe, make sure the shoe is placed where you want it to be. Sometimes they move a little bit when you nail them and you might have to pull a nail and re-drive it, but all has gone well here. So the farrier puts the hoof back up on the hoof stand and rasps the toe back just a small amount. Foot goes back down on the ground. This is the second hoof, putting the shoe on, nailing it on. Bending the nails over. This is a clinch block. The clinch block's used to seat the nail into the rim of the shoe. It also helps to start the clinch, which is the next step. So this picture shows us the horse's hoof on the ground. The nails have been driven and bent over, and you can see they're all in a nice line. That's what you want to look for. Make sure your farrier is driving those nails in a fairly decent straight line. Farrier picks the hoof up back on the stand, and he cuts off the excess end of the nails. And then he's going to use a tool to clean out the hoof right underneath the nail so that when he clinches the nail, it'll be a nice smooth fit down onto the hoof. So he's got 6 nails to do. So he'll clean that out from under there. Then the next tool he needs is a clinching tool. And the clinching tool fits underneath the hoof. You can see it has a round shaped jaw. And then the upper jaw fits over top of the nail. And as he squeezes it, it forces the nail down at an angle and up against the hoof wall, known as the clinch. It's a good picture of it right there. So the nails are clinched, and it's going to rasp them off just a little bit, smooth them off so they're not sharp. Clean up a little bit of the hoof wall, and the hoof is done.